So there's been a huge amount happening at Audiostorm HQ lately, and I know I've not been updating anyone, I've not been posting videos. I am really bad for just putting my head down and working and then being surprised when no one knows about my ideas and thinks nothing's happening. And I have promised that will change, and this is the beginning of that change. Okay, so no more words, deeds. So all the things that are happening, let's give you guys an overview. I'll go into more detail in other videos. First of all, the attenuator range has been brilliant this last year. I don't see me making any more changes to those products for a long time. They just work. I'm really happy. And the final piece in that puzzle is this, the reactive load, which is a reactive inductive load box to enable recording with valve amps that has 2 different levels of reactive induction. So that's like different types of windings on your speaker, and 2 different levels of damping. And these affect your power tubes, so they give a different feel. So that gives you a range of different feels. I don't think I know of anyone who's done exactly that yet. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm very pleased with that, and that's going to open the door to a lot of recording products. Like I said, I'll talk about that in another video specifically. So we've got that. And that's only on sale on the website at the moment. I need to get that on eBay and Amazon and everywhere else. And I'll get on that with some more videos. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm back on the pedals. I've had loads of effects pedal design for a long time, and the fact is I've not been able to put the time and effort into that I want because the attenuators have been more important. At the end of the day, they were what was selling, so they took my time. But I'm really passionate about these, so a lot has happened, and I'm going to show you the first sort of sneak preview, which is this. These are my new boxes. I love these. This is what all my future pedals are going into. The space is brilliant. It's going to let me have jack sockets at the back, which is something people have requested. It enables them to fit on curved pedal boards. They're quite a unique look. A couple of people have used a similar pedal over the years. I'm not totally, you know, nothing is 100% original, but I think this is going to really help me set apart. And I've settled on these knobs. I really like these knobs. These are, again, a classic kind of knob, and I like the look. It fits with my sort of raw metal style that I do, and I can get these in different colours. So there's going to be some exciting things with these. And I'm going to start with a nice rock solid tube screamer, actually, mainly because I want a tube screamer. I don't own one. I've been playing for like how many years. I don't own a tube screamer. I own hundreds of pedals. I don't own one. So I thought I'm going to make a really good one. So again, another video on that. It's going to have a few novel features on it. It's tube screamers. Has it all been done before? I think I can find something that hasn't been done. You'll see. So yeah, so we've got new pedals, and along with this there's going to be compressors, distortions, traditional stuff, and I've got a few really innovative ideas which I won't announce until I'm ready to announce those ideas, because I don't want anyone stealing them. So those are 2 things that are happening. Third thing that's happening today is commitment to the videos. I haven't even unpacked this. Let me get up. This is lighting. Do you know, I'm sick of my shiny bald pate and these terrible videos. Luckily the light's just about right here. I've been able to close the curtains and this looks okay. So lighting is happening, and I bought some lighting and it is dreadful. I'll show you this old, you know, I didn't read enough reviews. I bought these things. You know, if you see these for sale, don't buy them. These are they're just lies. They are lies and suffering. Don't buy them. So yeah, I got some much more expensive LED lights now. I'll open those later. I'm not going to bore you too much. Should I bore you too much? Let's open it. I've not opened this at all. This is. Let's see what's in here. We should have some cool soft boxes and some stands. What I really want to see, still I'm going to show you guys. Just out of a moment. This is it's more of a video log. This isn't a particular thing. So this is me waffling. Wow, look at those. These are mighty. These are supposed to be like CRI Index 94 LED lights. CRI Index, by the way, I've been doing a lot of reading, is basically the greenness, you know, so we have white balance, spectrum colours from orange to blue. This is sort of how natural things look. Now look at this, look at this, look at this. These are like look at me, I'm 1 million watts of pure light. And it's like, no, they're just a horrible green. Fuck them. Oh, wait. Wow, mighty. Anyway, that's not one of my products. I'm just showing it off. This is, in case you're wondering, these guys had good reviews. I'll tell you, well, you'll see how they are. Looks light. You'll see how they are when I use them. So. But not one of mine, that's just me waffling. Okay, so we've got the attenuators settling down, we've got these new pedals, but here, this is also really exciting. So, a good friend of mine got talking about 500 studio gear, and it has always sort of passed me by. I think I hang around with a lot of, or I have previously hung around with a lot of older studio guys who've been in this since the dawn of time, and their feeling with the 500 series studio gear is that, you know, it's a bit small, you can't fit many controls in. They'd rather have a whole big studio because that's how things were. And of course, you know, I think times are changing, so I bought myself one of these, a little 500 series rack, which is what the studio modules plug into, and this is the cheapest one on the market pretty much. Partly because development costs of anything are astronomical, and this will cost me so much money I can't imagine, so I need to keep costs down, and partly because it makes sense to develop for the lowest common denominator. You know, I don't want to buy a really amazing power rack that makes everything sound good and then make a card for that, because then it might be my card will only work in good racks. I want it to work for everyone's rack, and my philosophy holds true for studio gear. Making these units, I want them to be very cost effective. So do watch this page. I want them to sound good. Obviously that's priority number one, but priority number two is to get that price down. I'm not going to be making 400 quid units. It's not happening. So this is quite exciting to me. I'm also going to open this up and have a look at the power supply inside, because I open everything up. We've got some pretty patch cables on the back because I'll be A/Bing modules, and again, more news on that as we go. I'll do another video on it, but suffice to say, you know, I've got some brilliant ideas for that. I've got about 4 different designs on the go, and I've got parts in the post on their way here right now, both for the pedals, both for this. So yeah, we've got lots of pedals coming up, we've got new videos coming up, we've got 500 series coming up, so studio guys, guitar guys, you get the attenuator guys, and I've not forgotten about my, I know I've changed the name, you know, it's got Burn Box, Cab Salute, De-amplifier. I just, it's similar versions of the same thing. I've not forgot about my recording tool. That's going to tie into everything, and I'm going to make that so it works with the attenuators. I want it to work with the 500s as well, you know, and everything. So that's going to be amazing. Some DI recording is definitely happening. That is, you know, actually, to be honest, I've tested the circuit several times. I just keep refining it. I'm not happy with it. And also enclosures. You know, this sort of thing takes up half my life, because if I had some like 6-figure money to throw around, I'm sure I'd just go to a manufacturer and say, hey, you know, how much is it to a run of 1,000? I don't. Obviously, I do runs of 10 or 20. Sometimes a run of 50 is my limit at the moment. So I have to have off-the-shelf enclosures, and you wouldn't believe how much they cost. So, you know, I can look at a half rack and think, I'd love a half rack, and I'll go and it'll be £250 for the enclosure on its own with nothing in it. I'm like, that's far more, it's just, I can't pay that, I can't use that, I can't sell you guys that. So it's all about me finding what I want. I really want half racks. So I need to find a metal fabricator that'll do things at the price I want, really. So we're working on it. So yeah, there's a lot going on there, and there's another one. You can't really see in here, I'll show you another time of that too. Lots of another times, I'm sorry about that. I've got to try and keep this under 10 minutes, that's the objective. And I am absolutely jammed to the ceiling in here with parts I can't move. I've arranged some new premises, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. So it'll double my space, and I'll have this extraordinary thing of a journey to work, because I have been working out of my house for a long time. The front room is my main operationals room, and packaging, storing components are in every other room in the house. So I'm really looking forward to getting premises, and I get my house back as well as twice the space to work in, and it means I might be able to get people to help me out and get some solar monkeys and like speed things up. So yeah, there's a lot going on. We've got trapezoidal pedals, we've got new lighting systems, we've got 500 series racks, we've got, I've lost it, the new attenuators, and I've got new packaging coming. Not terribly exciting, but more professional. I want you guys to have the most professional experience possible, so slightly nicer packaging for everything. Yeah, so you know, keep checking in. I'm going to keep giving. I've gone over 10 minutes. Poo. Anyway, keep checking in. I'm going to do some more videos for you guys. I'm going to try and keep this regular, and part of keeping things fast is it will be a little bit scatty like this, especially these vlogs. I'm planning on not editing them. You're just getting them as is, mistakes and all. Keep it real.